Alright, hey guys, I'm the Gamer here. So, the ninth generation of game consoles has officially begun. Of course, the Xbox Series S and X just came out a few days ago, and the PlayStation 5 comes out today, as of me filming this. So, the ninth generation, the next gen consoles are finally here. And to celebrate a new console generation, why don't we, go down memory lane and take a look at some old game consoles, more specifically my game consoles and all the game consoles that I own. So yeah, so this video I'm going to be showing off my entire game console collection. I won't be including handhelds. I did a separate handheld collection video a few months back. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you each of my consoles that I own. I'm putting them in order from oldest to newest. So we're going to start off with the the old consoles first, which is only around the 6th generation. I don't have any of the really old consoles, but yeah, and we're just gonna make our way through, and I'll also be showing you guys 5 of my favourite games for each of the consoles. So yeah, so I'm going to show you the console and I'm going to show you 5 of my favourite games for that particular system. So without further ado, let's begin. Right, starting things off, the oldest console that I own is actually the PlayStation 2. Yep, this is the slim model PlayStation 2 with the open disc tray right there. The system originally, came out in 2000. The slim model was released in 2004. It's got 2 memory cards right there. The PS2 is my all-time favorite game system. I absolutely love this thing. I mean, the game library on this is just phenomenal. Plus, it's fully backwards compatible with PS1 games, and the PS1 also had a phenomenal library as well. And yeah, and this was also my first game system. I think the first gaming system I actually owned was Nintendo DSi, but the first console I owned, I believe, was the PlayStation 2. This was originally my dad's, but he gave it to me once he was no longer using it. But yeah, had this system for well over 10 years now. It's, what can I say, it's an amazing system. Also the best-selling game console of all time, and I think it deserves it because it's it's the best console in my opinion. So, and in terms of my favourite games for the system, I own a bunch of PS2 games, but these right here, these 5, are just a few examples of my favourite games for the system. So my favourite games on this system are Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, which is my favourite game of all time. Dynasty Warriors 3, in my opinion, the best game in the Dynasty Warriors series. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, my favourite GTA. Time Crisis 3, my favourite light gun game. And Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder, which is in my opinion the most underrated game for the PS2. Alright, so that does it for the PS2. Now let's move on to the other 6th gen console that I own, which is the original Xbox. Jesus Christ, this thing is so huge. It won't even fit in frame. Like, this thing is so big it won't fit in frame. Yeah, the original Xbox, released in 2001, Microsoft's first console. Yeah, this thing is fucking ginormous. It's by far the biggest console that I own. It's a bit dusty as well. I don't really use my Xbox that much because I mainly, if I do play original Xbox games, which my original Xbox library is quite small, I usually just tend to play them on the 360, but for the few games I own that aren't backwards compatible, because the 360 unfortunately doesn't play every original Xbox game, I still obviously have the original system to play it on. So yeah, so this is Microsoft's first console. A lot of really great games on it. A lot of the games that I own are, mainly multi-plat. I don't have very many exclusives for it. But, it's still a really good console. Obviously the most powerful console of its generation. And in terms of my favourite games for it, you can see these are the 5 that I've chosen. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, like I mentioned before, it's my favourite game of all time, so it has to be included. Far Cry Instincts, in my opinion, the most underrated Far Cry game. It's a more linear Far Cry game, but bro, I don't even care if it's linear. It's still underrated as hell. Sonic Made Collection Plus, this was on the PS2 as well, but it's still one of my favourite games on the Xbox. I have the PS2 version of that. And of course, Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2. You can't own an original Xbox and not have these two games. I'm just saying. So, that's it for the original Xbox. Moving on, oh shoot, to the 7th generation. We have, this is my only 7th gen console at the moment. No, actually, I only have two. I really want to get a PS3, but I don't have one at the moment. But anyway, next console is the Xbox 360. Released in 2005, Microsoft's second console, and in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion, I guess, the best console Microsoft ever made. Really fantastic system. This is my second favorite console of all time. You know, so many like really good games. It's hard to just narrow it down to just 10. I mean to 5. And of course, it plays most original Xbox games. Not all, but plays most of them, which I guess is better than nothing. And some of my favourites that I've chosen for the 360 are Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. In my opinion, the best Call of Duty ever made. Saints Row 2. One of the best open world games. Fucking love this game. Gun, a really underrated Western shooter by Neversoft. Same guys who made Tony Hawk. Far Cry Instincts Predator. This is basically just Instincts on the original Xbox, which I already showed, plus its expansion, Instincts Evolution, basically remastered on the 360. And last but not least, Dead Rising. Absolutely love this game. I really need to play this again at some point. But yeah, Dead Rising is a phenomenal game. They're all phenomenal games, but yeah. Okay, moving on to the other 7th gen console I have, which is the Nintendo Wii. Released in 2006. Should I just put it on its side, or no? I might just leave it in the stand. So yeah, so the Wii. Obviously a hugely successful system for its time. Never really played too many games on it. It was backwards compatible with the GameCube, which is good. And yeah, it had some good games on it. I never really played it too much, but it's still an enjoyable system. Favourite games for this system would be, starting off, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I only ever played this and the 3DS Smash Bros, but this was a really awesome game. Mario Kart Wii, not my favourite Mario Kart, but still a decent entry in the series. House of Dead 2 and 3 Return, two amazing old school light gun games. Sonic Colors, one of the best 3D Sonic games ever made. And New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which might be my favourite 2D Mario platformer. There, I said it. So yeah, so that does it for the Wii. Now, we move on to what was the current generation, but is now previous generation. The 8th gen consoles. Starting off with the Wii successor, the Wii U. Released in 2012, this is an often forgotten system by now, but this was the console that kick-started the 8th generation, because this was released a year before the Xbox One and PS4. Really underrated system. I never played too much of it. I remember I really wanted this game, mainly this system, mainly for Super Mario Maker and like Mario Kart 8 and stuff, but I never really played too much of it, and I barely even play it now, to be honest. But this system has some phenomenal games on it, such as these games right here, which this is pretty much my entire Wii U game library. Yeah, I think this is pretty much every physical Wii U game I own. So, Angry Birds Star Wars, decent version. I mean, it's Angry Birds, what do you expect? Mario Kart 8, not as good as the Switch version, but still, in my opinion, the best Mario Kart. Super Mario Maker, best game on the Wii U, don't care what anyone says. New Super Mario Bros. U, it's basically New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but slightly better graphics. And Minecraft. It's Minecraft, what else do you want me to say? So, moving on to the PS4. Oh jeez, it's another quite large console. It's got a USB stick at the front. Can you guys even see that? Yeah, PS4 released in 2013. I'm not going to go into like the full history of it. I'm just going to quickly show you some of my favorite games for it. Yeah, PS4 has way too many amazing games on it, so just narrowing down to 5 is virtually impossible. But some of my personal favorites are these: Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, Tony Pro Skater 1 and 2, Just Cause 3, Call of Duty World War 2, and Battlefield 4. Again, way too many amazing games on this system. Like, way too many. It's actually insane. Alright, now, down to the last home console, if you even want to call it that. Next up, this is the newest released console that I own, and that is the Nintendo Switch. This is a console handheld hybrid. This is the actual system itself. It's basically just like a tablet. But yeah, you put it in this dock and you go play games on the TV for it. And again, 5 of my favourite games for the system: Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, best Mario Kart game, and the definitive version of the best Mario Kart of all time. Super Mario Maker 2, sequel to the best game on the Wii U. Sonic Mania Plus, fantastic, return to form for the Sonic series. Doom 2016, not as good as the PS4 version, but still really good for a handheld version. And Ultra Street Fighter 2, which I personally think is really underrated. Okay, so that pretty much does it for all the home consoles that I own. Well, I do technically have one more console, which I guess I could show you real quick. I do own an NES Classic. It's a controller. And obviously it has 30 built-in NES games in it. Never really played it much, but still pretty cool to have. I really want to get the SNES and the Mega Drive Mini, but yeah. So anyway, that is all of my game consoles. I hope you enjoyed. I think this might be my longest video I've ever done. Jeez. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I would like to get the new consoles at some point. I'm not in any rush for next gen, but I hope to get at least one of them within a year or two. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and peace.